Hi, it's Richard Del Monte.
And Angela Wright from Del Monte Group. We are here to help you adapt to what's next. There is a new presidential administration in office, which means some tax law changes are afoot.
Absolutely, and change is as inevitable as death and taxes. This video, we're going to help you understand what changes are going to be happening and when, and how, and talk about how you can prepare for change when you don't know exactly what is going to happen.
Yeah. So what we're looking at right now, we'll just run you through the proposed tax changes. And I want you to remember that these are all proposals at this point. So the first proposal is to increase the top income tax bracket from 37% to 39.6%. But that's only for folks who are earning more than $400,000 per year. If you're below that threshold, no changes for you.
That's right. The next change is the corporate income tax rate is going to go up from 21% to potentially 25 or even 28%, depending on how the negotiations go in Washington.
Why should individuals care about this?
Great question. Because corporate tax rates affect the value of stocks. And we all own stocks in our portfolio, so it's going to have an impact. If the tax rates go up, corporate profits will go down, and it will hurt us, potentially.
Potentially. Keep shopping. That's the solution.
That's right. Spend money.
Yeah. So speaking of selling stocks, though, the capital gains tax rate is proposed to increase to a max of 43.4%, but that's only for folks who are earning more than $1 million per year. Right. That's $1 million of earned income during the year. And you're looking at 43.4% on your capital gains tax. But bonus, if you live in California, you can tack on an additional 13% in tax. This is why all of our clients are moving to Oregon.
That's right. Those taillights heading out on the freeways out of state. That's why that's happening. The next one is a increase in the child tax credit for many people, many taxpayers, not all, but those of you that qualify for it are going to be seeing a $3,000 per child tax credit for children ages 7 to 17, and up to $3,600 for children ages 6 and below.
Those of us with toddlers need that badly.
Absolutely. And what's even better is if you have a certain income that's relatively low.
There are income thresholds on this one, and they're pretty low.
Yeah, your results may vary. But the thing is that you will be getting a 50% credit. The credits will be paid to you in advance. They will be deposited into your checking account, or you'll be getting checks in the mail. And it'll be up to around $250 per child in your family. So if you start seeing those kind of dollar amounts coming into your checking account, you'll know why.
Mm-hmm. And these are not taxable deposits. These are an advance payment of a credit. So take them and spend them and enjoy them. Yep. This is the one piece of good news we have for you today.
Lots and lots of money. Right.
Okay, so the next thing is the step up in tax basis upon death is proposed to be eliminated. What is the step up? Well, imagine that your parents bought their home in the 70s for $30,000, and then they passed away and it's now worth $1 million. Previously, or today, if you inherit that home, your basis is now $1 million. And if you sell it, you owe no tax. They want to take that away, which means you owe tax on that whole amount when you sell the property.
And also, there's also the little one provision we hope doesn't become law, but it's definitely a proposal that it will be a deemed sale when you die and you have this capital gain in your portfolio. So if mom and dad made $1 million, let's say, on their California real estate from when they bought it back in the 70s, when they die, the children are going to be taxed on that gain, even though you don't sell the property.
This one's pretty painful. If you don't have $400,000 laying around when mom and dad pass away, you might have to sell the property and pay the tax.
Hopefully it won't go through. We need lobbyists. This is a time when we actually do need lobbyists to make a difference, right?
And before you start having heart palpitations, though, there's a lot that estate planning can do here. So, this is what we're talking about, planning opportunities.
And we can guide you too. The last one is 1031 exchanges. 1031 exchanges are going to be disallowed according to the Biden proposals at this point. So what they are is when you sell some rental property or other investment property that's for business, used for business, and buy what's called like-kind property, another kind of rental or another business or something, then that has not been a taxable event in the past. Under the Biden proposal, he wants to get you on that and can make you pay tax. So if that goes away, that's another big one for people that own real estate, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Tough changes.
Yeah.
So how do you prepare when you really don't know what to expect? Well, we have 3 pieces of advice for you today. So the first one is take advantage of the current tax laws when you can. We don't know if this will be taking place now for 2022 or retroactive to January, which could be really painful for a lot of people.
Kidding.
Yeah. So
sure.
the things that you can do now, do them. You've been thinking about that 1031 exchange, get it done now.
Right. And the second thing is keep an eye on what's coming down the pike. I mean, you have busy lives and everything, but it really behooves you to understand what's happening. Keep an eye on the news that's coming out of Washington, because these are going to impact all of us. For those of you that are clients of ours, we're taking care of that for you. You can just live your life and go about it, and we'll let you know when things are happening that are going to impact you.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
And then the final thing is getting comfortable with change. Tax laws have changed something like 4,600 times in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
It's just going to keep happening over and over and over again. And so expecting it to stay the same your entire life, to never have to adjust an estate or a financial plan or call your CPA, this is part of life and being an investor.
Right. But just remember, you're not in this alone. The reason that you work with a professional like us is to be able to help you through this time. And we are there for you. We want to hold your hand and make sure that you are well taken care of and that your questions are answered and you're not going into this unprepared. Even though we don't know when things are going to happen yet, we will keep you apprised as we know.
Yeah. So if you have any questions about what we've discussed here today, please use the form below to send us a message. We will respond personally. We would really love to hear from you.
Yes. And people sometimes don't want to bother us because they think that, that they don't want to.
I didn't want to bug you, but.
Yeah, but, I hear that so many times, like 3 times a day, maybe,
Probably.
But we're not being bothered. That's what we're here for. We sit around like the Maytag repairman waiting for the phone to ring sometimes. And we want to help you. That's what makes, life more interesting, is to be able to use our skills to help you out. So please take advantage of us. Don't let this occur to you, and then you lose opportunities that maybe you wanted to capitalize on.
Yeah, good point. All right. Until next time,
All
everyone.
right. Thank you. Take care.
Bye.